What's going on, YouTube family? We are at the Harvey B. Gantt Center today. We're going to indulge in the Black Behind Bars exhibit. So we had a bright opportunity from Alvin C. Jacobs to be invited to explore this exhibit, the grand opening. So it was a time had during this day. We connected with a lot of people and met some new people. And like I said, hey, let's just sit back and enjoy the story.
Alvin Jacobs and I have a history. The Gantt is a huge, what? The Gantt is a, don't tell everybody, right? The Gantt is a huge activist and photographer. I met Alvin almost 10 years ago when the Gantt exhibited 1960 Now, a series of photographs by Sheila Pre Bright. Alvin and I talked after a panel discussion. He showed me images of his work, and I thought they were very compelling. Fast forward to 2018. The Leading on Opportunity Task Force had identified a number of issues in the Charlotte community, and the Gantt thought that we might try to tackle gentrification. We identified several neighborhoods in the throes of change, and one of our former staff members, Alexis Taylor, who told me she was coming tonight, but I don't see her yet, suggested the Brook Hill neighborhood, located just across Tryon Street from the up-and-coming South End. We met with Alvin, shared ideas, and commissioned him to shoot it. So we were expecting images of empty lots and crumbling buildings. Instead, the exhibition, Welcome to Brook Hill, was a story about community. Welcome to, for as long as motorcycles have existed, yet their story and their legacy remain untold.
To be here tonight honoring Alvin and this amazing exhibit, along with our partners here. This occurs to me as a beautiful black and white portrait of culture, community, and connection through the world of black bikers.
I have the honor of introducing the man who had the vision, or who has the talent, the God-given talent. Because I could take a picture, but I can tell you my picture's not going to speak the words that his pictures do. Understanding that tonight, as we celebrate together, as we learn and go down this history lane, it is because of the support, and thank you, Harley-Davidson, for recognizing the value of our community when some are out there acting like they don't want to. That is important, but we get to celebrate, and I get to introduce Mr. Alvin C. Jacobs, Jr.
You'd think that I'd be used to this by now, but I'm always overwhelmed. Just the outpouring of support from my community. I'm not from Charlotte. I was born and raised in Rockford, Illinois. A few blocks away from the oldest family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership in the world. Second generation biker. My son is now third generation. But I'll never, ever, ever take my community for granted. Not just the way that y'all show up for me, but the way you encourage me, the way you look out for me. I'm an artist, I'm dope, I know that, right? But before that, right? This community has given me a platform and the space to become myself. I never had to be fake here in Charlotte. I never had to act like I had it. Y'all have showed up for me in more ways than I can count. So let me thank a few folks. I can't do it off the top of my head. I'm wearing sunglasses because I didn't take them off when I got off my bike. But I would like to thank first and foremost, and this is in no particular order, but the title sponsors for the VIP reception will be Harley-Davidson. And we're talking the Harley-Davidson, like not a dealer. And there's nothing wrong with the dealers, but we're talking corporate level. I want you guys to understand what that means for a little old guy from Rockford, Illinois. Access because of some of my friends in this room. See, a lot of you think that it's your followers. You know, it's your IG account that gets you where you need to be. There's some cats in here right now who are touching corporate level money, who are touching corporate level influence. They got about 3,000-4,000 followers. I don't have to say their name, but there's not $3,000-4,000 in their bank account. There's not $3,000-4,000 worth of influence. There are powerhouses in this room that do real work, and because of them, I'm able to do this work. So I'm going to also thank Angel's Envy, not just for their amazing booze, right? I'm a bourbon aficionado, right? I've been for a while. I'd also like to thank Inovia Bedford with Vet Deck. See, you gotta have your team about some folks, man, who can help you do some things that you can't do yourself. See, I'm an artist, I'm a creative, I can do that, right? But I'm being trained to show up professionally, to keep meetings, to be on time, to say the right things. Don't say too much. Clean up your social media just a little bit. Clean it up a lot. I'd like to thank Latoya Evans, PR. See, a lot of your relationships will take you farther than almost anywhere. There are a lot of people in this room that helped me I couldn't possibly afford. Listen to what I'm telling you. They cost too much. Rightfully so, because it costs what it costs, but they will place you in rooms you can only dream to walk in. I'd like to thank Dana, right? Because Miss Dana, if there's an appointment, she gonna get me where I'm supposed to be. And it's gentle, it's a nudge, but tighten up. I'd like to thank Soul Nation. I'd like to thank Veronica Smith. I'd like to thank Wheelhouse Media. Remember the guys I was talking about that can help put you in position? OTR. Gotta have you some friends. Ledsnbaggs. Q by Jaquan Thompson. Speedway Harley Davidson. This is a new relationship that we're putting together. That's one of the dealers. Not the actual corporate, but that's one of the dealers. And there's a brother here who, if it wasn't for his, not just generosity, but his talent, his skill, Royal Motorcycle Shop, right? Like, I believe in, as much as I can, all black everything, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. I'm wearing a black designer tonight because I can, and I should. So the folks who I'm listening, they're not all black, but the ones who have really helped me move along in this process look just like me, and they look just like you. So I appreciate you brothers, man, and you sisters that have helped put me in position, because I did not have my bike together. It wasn't together. I didn't have the graphics. I didn't have the time, I didn't have the space, but I had the art, I had the ability. And I thank you, my community, for help put me in the game and keeping me there. There's other folks I can thank, but I don't want it to get too long, because we got art to see, we got Angel's Envy to sip. Did everyone get a gift bag that's in this room? This is for you. This is Harley Davidson sponsored. Did everyone get a glass? Well, you're not all gonna get a glass because we ain't got that many glasses. I told you to get here at 5 o'clock. So we got a whole bunch of people coming in right after that, but remember I was talking about a team too, though, right? I've never had management, I've never had help. I just kind of figured it out, and it's been raggedy. I'm creative, yes, but I'm more, hard-headed than anything. Before I thank that person, let me thank a young man who came all the way here from Milwaukee. Milwaukee, Wisconsin is where my cousin is from. And my childhood friend is from Rockford. They both live in Durham. Y'all gotta talk. Okay, so A&T and Duke, okay. But there's a young brother who I connected with, and I first seen him in Milwaukee, then I seen him in Daytona. And a lot of the photographs that you see, he's in, right? So I saw the brother, and there were some influencers that are in the Harley Davidson sphere that we don't just have the same energy, and that's okay, right? There's some supporters in here and some mentors in here that were like, nah, this has to be about you. Make sure the people that you align with and the folks that you're rocking with feel how you feel about what you feel about. And I was very intentional about that. I don't care if you got 1 million followers, I don't like you. And I don't have to, and you ain't gotta like me. But the folks in this room I care about. But this young man, standing behind in the white shirt and the bow tie, came all the way here from Milwaukee in support. Now, remember when I was talking about influence? That was the only black man I saw that was represented in the Harley Davidson Museum in Milwaukee. Now, they have different cycles of art, but I walked in there and I saw his bike. So those of us in the culture have heard the name Blackula, right? That's him, right? That 77 electric glide, I believe, that's him. that part of the culture means more to me than a lot of other metrics. So I'd also like to thank Melody Gross for helping me keep this thing in line, because I was all over the place. It was kind of raggedy. I didn't want to work. I was tired. I'm frustrated. I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my... And I'm also a Cancer. Right? But seriously, you all are greatly appreciated. Thank you. So we can store all of your amazing photographs and amazing memories. I believe we're going to open the exhibition now. I don't know what to expect. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm always nervous, but I'm proud. I'm happy. I'm confident, but this is always a lot going on. So I appreciate you guys. It's gonna be a good thing. What, is there something different?
You don't talk to people you don't know usually. You don't want to know anything about them. There are brothers and sisters in here right now that have had struggles that would break somebody else. And the vulnerability of Black Behind Bars, I mean, I'm exposing some things about myself. Somebody told me, if you do it, can't nobody else do it. I want folks to feel free. You understand what I'm saying? We've been behind bars for so long. Real ones, make-believe, proverbial. Social justice is going to be behind everything that I do. And I'm going to take 30 seconds, man, to kind of platform this for a minute. I'm glad you asked me that, Harvey. So I got a couple of texts and a couple of phone calls. You know Harley Davidson rolled back DEI. You telling me like I ain't just get off the phone with him. But I asked them, what y'all got going on, man? It was important, if I'm rocking with this brand, if I'm rocking with anything, how y'all showing up, man? Because I don't care about the money. If I'm selling out, I'm gone. Y'all ain't gonna jam me up. Use me and, you know, I'm just another, no. They told me, and every single individual I asked, was like, we don't have to do anything different from what we've already been doing. And you don't have to be loud about it. If you're a good person, the first person you don't trust is the person telling you they're a good person. How many women in here have dated a man and he said, you've been dating the wrong man? And the man who told you that was a wronger man. Right? If your company is standing on business, you don't have to be loud. You just keep doing what you've been doing. But it's important now to be performative, and that's where Target is getting on up out of here. Because you want to play games. You want to be all up in the videos dancing and not standing on business. So I look back and I said, okay, how has their business model changed? I see more Black people rocking with Harley than ever. You ain't never rolled back 10 years and seen nary a Black person all up in the videos dancing. You haven't. And the influencers that I know directly, that I talk to damn near every other day, look just like me. There's brothers in here and sisters in here right now, man, who I know have direct access. And it's gonna come, how it's gonna come. But this is a company, and this is a brand, and this is a culture that loves us. We allow ourselves to be divided. You know, inanimate object care nothing about you. But there's some folks who just thought that they were the only ones who were supposed to have access, like they've only had access. See, we started building bikes back in the day because we couldn't buy them new. Like we couldn't buy houses new. We had to have proxies. You had to get you a used bike and build you a little something in the backyard because you couldn't go into the dealership, even though you had the money. So right now, this culture is about us standing up and being individuals and us taking care of ourselves. The social justice component, which is always going to be, is that Black has always been here, unapologetically. I'm going to stand up in it. I'm going to let you know. This is why I show up as my authentic self. Being able to be a biker, right? Brothers with PhDs, you know. My man, Mr. Franklin, told me that my man, Doc, out of Detroit, had his doctorate. I didn't know that. I just seen the man in some old boots, some leathers, and some jeans. I didn't know you had a PhD, bro. I'm not going to treat you any differently. But those are the elements and the layers in this culture. And I also like to acknowledge Mr. Franklin. Sir,